crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. Welcome to part 3 of the Hey Chuck workshop series. We're going to create this really fun birthday card today. We have a rooster on a skateboard. Does it get any cuter than that? And I'll show you the inspiration for this card in the back of the catalog. And at the same time, we can create this card, or most of it, using a different set of DSP that's in your kit. And this card is just a rooster sitting on the little fence, and it says Rise and Shine. And we won't need to repeat that process of how to create these adhesive pieces, but I do have some already, like some of this gold paper with already the adhesive sheet on the back, so I did show that in a different video. So we'll just die cut a bunch of stuff. So I want you to get your cards ready if you want to do both of these cards or one. So for the basic black card, I hope you can see that. I just drew it out. It's 8.5 by 5.5. It's an A2 card, 8.5 by 5.5, and then you're going to score it at 4.25. But if you want to do the garden green card, I didn't put white inside this one, but it's 11 inches by 4.25, and you're going to score it at 5.5. So you basically have two A2 cards. So let's get stamping. And this is what they look like. I already have them made just to save us time. This is all in your kit. If you got a workshop kit from me, you have the basic black cardstock, the garden green cardstock, and you have this paper here called the Glorious Gingham. And we'll cut little strips of that. And then you also have this other paper called Gingham Cottage, which is a retired paper that you all have in your kit. So you can make two cards. They're both made the exact same way. All right, so let's show you this bundle. This is an awesome bundle. It's available now. It's part of the annual catalog. Here's the Hey Chuck bundle, stamp set and dies. And then back here, where it also, this is on page 49 of the annual catalog, but it's also on our website. Back here on this page where it shows you the dies on 158, there was this card here with lots of gingham, and I thought that was cute. So I was just sort of trying to do it. I was trying to angle the paper, angle these pieces, and what I decided was, and it doesn't have to be like an actual nice piece of black to do this with, but what I decided was to take a piece and cut this piece of black cardstock, that we glue everything to it. And then I found that this was easier than to put onto the other card once it's covered in gingham. And this is about the margin it looked like to me. So, and of course I did way other things to it, but that's where I kind of got the inspiration from. Casing the card there, they had lots of gingham in there. Alrighty then. And this is the Hey Chuck stamp set and the dies we talked about. So let's get a piece of silicone here, and we're going to get a piece of basic white and stamp our little critters. We'll stamp the one on the skateboard. So we're going to use Memento Black. All the stamping blocks here. I made these cards yesterday, so hopefully everything is reunited with it. I usually make them right before the video, but this time I made them, washed them, dried them, put it all away. Hopefully it's all still here in case we have to. Rooster on a skateboard. And you're going to die cut out these pieces separately. So just go ahead and put the rooster on the stamping block. Get some black ink on it, and then stamp onto your mat first. Okay. We'll go ahead and make a second rooster in case we need to use it. And then we need a skateboard. So we'll get out the skateboard here, put that on the little, that's what that looks like. Tap, 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 get some ink on the skateboard. All right, make a couple skateboards. Okay, and then we need, we'll go ahead and make these other pieces just in case. It just depends on time, how much, if we can make both cards. One will be a birthday card and one will be something else. Just tap, tap, tap. Then you get to see how to color the fence, although we'll probably use it again in other videos. Okay, the little fence. And then we have the rooster this is a good rooster for sitting on the fence. So we'll put him on there. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, maybe I need a new piece of white. I should have strategically placed these. We'll just use the piece that has my bear on it. Maybe it'll fit on here. Okay. Good. And then we need a birthday cake. So the birthday cake is right here. Tap, tap, tap. Lots of die cutting this time around. All right, we have a birthday cake. All right, we have everything we need. We don't color before we stamp. Before we die cut. Well, you can if you want. There's no right way or wrong way to do it, but I don't color before I die cut. Because if the die cuts don't come out right, then we wasted all that time coloring. And it can happen. So your die cutting sandwich is plate number 1. And then we have plate number 2, which is the thin die adapter. And then we have one plate number 3. And I have all my little pieces of tape already there. Okay, plate number 3. Where's my rooster? I'll do this one in a minute. Let's do the other ones. Let's do this one. Which rooster is better? I kind of like this rooster better because it's a little bit lighter. So the washi tape is important to keep the die from slipping, which can easily happen. And you just sort of line it up, kind of. Maybe I'm at a weird angle because it doesn't seem to line up. It lined up good when I die cut it, though. The rooster's little polka-dotted boxer shorts are pretty funny to color in. All right, so that's good. And then we need a little die cut for the skateboard. Okay, let's see. We'll put the fence there. Okay. Okay, where's my skateboard? Everything was here a minute ago. Okay, we'll put the little cake on there. I'm looking for all the little pieces. You know what? Maybe I could have put one in my bucket of crafty goodness already. Yes. I actually do have an extra skateboard cut out, so we're good on that. Since I can't find that die. You guys can probably all see it. You're probably like, it's right there. I got my son. All right, so that's good for now. We're just going to put the little piece of tape on the cake and cut those guys out. You could technically have him carrying the cake a little bit with this little feather but I think it looks better just to put the cake with the sentiment. And then you put another plate number 3 on top of the whole thing as your top of your sandwich. And that is how you do your die cutting. And hopefully nothing slipped because the washi tape was on it. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So we have our rooster. We have our fence. We have our cake. And then we can reuse our tape for the next little set of die cuts. So I just put them all like that. Okay, and we'll get the other little piece of paper. Put that there. And the other piece of paper had like a little, here it is, had a little bear on there. So we'll use this rooster. And again, I'm not sure we're going to finish this card, but this is just, I don't mind having an extra rooster because we're going to be doing lots of projects where I need roosters this month. So, okay, put that there. And then you need your little piece. This was adhesive sheet. If you missed that, we did that in part 1 or 2 where I just showed you how to make stickers. We're making stickers. Put the sun on there and the little compass. Let's put the sun down there and the compass up here. Maybe we'll move it maybe like that, so that way there's more room for other stuff. So that is how to make the stickers. So you can die cut and make stickers at the same time. You only need to use the washi tape on the actual die that has the little rooster around it. You don't need washi tape on those pieces because as long as they're centered over the sticker, they'll cut. All right, so we think we have our card elements. These are stickers. Pop that out. Put that down there. And they're just going to peel off and stick on the card wherever we want them. And this is perfect. This little gold piece of foil is great for rise and shine, for the word rise and shine. And then we have our little rooster, and I'm going to save my die cut. And if you missed if you missed all my unboxing where I did the berry Christmas stuff, there's a punch that goes with this bear, and this is part of the holiday catalog coming up. Sneak peek. I'm not going to open it, but sneak peek, there's the front of the catalog. Okay, so same website. You can request a catalog. It might take a little while. It might be September by the time I get it to you, because I don't think I'm going to be shopping anymore this month. And my catalogs are going to hopefully to my Card on Blue Club, because everyone who filled out the form and requested them, I was already sent them. Everybody's already in the mail. But I didn't get to finish giving them to my Card on Blue Club or my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. All right, so let's do some coloring. And like I said, we probably could just color all the pieces and have them done, whether we finish both cards. So we're going to let's just analyze this for a moment. If you're going to have a rooster, and even though, let me put some of these over here. Let me get rid of some of these things. I have a little basket. That's for all my washing my stamps. All right, so if you're going to have a different color palette and it doesn't have real red in it, it's still kind of hard to get away from putting red in your rooster, right? This color palette this is called Gingham Cottage Paper. So it has the pumpkin pie and the garden green and the real red. So you can use more reds and the pumpkin pie in this rooster. But since this one didn't have any orange in it, I thought I'm still going to use red for the rooster because it looks good. But then instead of using pumpkin pie in the middle, I took this color, pecan pie, because this is a different color palette. And then I pulled in some of this. Well, I'll tell you as I color. It'd be easier to tell you as I color. But the reason I did I made decisions based on what was in. So I needed a real thin marker. So this is called Berry Burst. I'm getting my little skateboard out of my bucket of crafty goodness there. And so for Berry Burst, I used the small side. Actually, you probably use the big side, but I just thought using a marker. Well, I don't even think I had a Berry Burst marker, actually. I usually use Stampin' blends, but in this case, this is a tiny little skateboard. Okay, so Berry Burst, because that's Berry Burst. So that's the color. That's where it ties in. You can also take the same Berry Burst and do a little bit of your cake in Berry Burst. We'll just do the bottom of the cake since I did the middle of the cake before. Okay, again, it'd be better to use a light blends, but I don't even know. I'm not sure who's on here, but do they make Berry Burst in the blends? Because I looked all over and I couldn't find a Berry Burst blends. I don't even know if they make it. Now, let's see, because they don't make blends in every color. I'm going to take this one called Light Pretty Peacock, and we're going to take the Light Pretty Peacock, and we're going to go along the bottom of the skateboard like so. And it's just how I decided to color it. Because Pretty Peacock is in this is called Glorious Gingham, and it's right there. It's one of the colors. And then I also took the Pretty Peacock, and I colored some more of the cake. This time I'll color the top part of the cake. I mean this part. Last time I colored the middle section. I'm just trying to tie in those colors. Okay, and then that was the only time I used the Pretty Peacock. But I probably could have used it as dots on the little shorts, but I did use Berry Burst for that. Okay, now we're taking Lemon Lolly. Oops, maybe we'll take the small side. Oh no, this is what my marker my marker has seen better days. Oh, I know what I did. I just used Lemon Lolly for a little bit of this for the shorts. I'm gonna have to use the big side here because my marker has self-imploded there on the other side. So this is Lemon Lolly, and then I did the lemon. Oops, I think that was Lemon Lime Twist for the shorts, but this time I guess I'll just do Lemon Lime Twist for the legs, just to make them a little bit different. I mean, heck, it's a shade of yellow, right? So we'll do that we'll do the legs and the beak in Lemon Lime Twist. But it was really the other way around. This, like, when I did it, actually, that was Lemon Lime Twist and that was Lemon Lolly, but you get the idea. I'm just trying to tie in some colors that coordinate with that. So then, okay, I did use the real red, light and dark for the tail feathers, because I just think that's the best thing to use for the tail feathers. I thought about using Berry Burst. Oh my goodness, my markers have seen better days. My poor little markers. I have another set too, but they're in worse shape than these ones. With the holiday season coming up and all the coloring I'm going to be doing, I definitely need to get some more real red and old olive in those kind of basic colors. So this time while I'm here, I'm just going to get in there and do a little bit of this one too. Shake those tail feathers. Now, normally I would just go around the outside of each section with the darker color. But heck, these sections are so small, I'm just sort of doing it halfway. I'm actually doing the light right now, but that's okay. I usually do the dark first, but I'm only kind of doing them halfsies, so it's okay. We'll go back over it with the light. We'll do darks. We'll do some dark. But we don't need to go back over with the light unless there's like a harsh line there. It just does a little something when you use. Okay, and then that side. Oh, he's so cute. And then I'll just do a little bit up here. Again, these sections are so small, so I'm just doing it half light real red and half dark real red. All right, I don't think I even need to go back over it. It came out nice, just a little, if there's any white sections. All right, so then we do that little thingy next to its beak in red, these little guys. And then we need the body. I'm doing this body in pumpkin pie. Well, actually, we'll do that later. Let's do this one in light and dark, because I gotta check the time. I might be getting carried away here. Well, I always get carried away. That's a given. Let's see. We'll do the light one. But in order to get I try to always do my videos like less than an hour, so I have to make sure I can at least get the one whole card done with all the little bits and pieces that we need to do. And then we can do the second card at the same time for some of it. All right, good. So I'm doing pecan pie for the top. And then I'm doing pecan pie for the bottom. I'm just doing light and dark. So like the top of this little rooster was light pecan pie, and now the bottom of this little rooster is dark pecan pie. And again, I would normally just do the same colors we've been coloring all the cards, and I'll show you all those cards at the end of this video. But I wanted to kind of match some of the colors with this color palette, and there is your pecan pie. And then for the eyes, we still got our little blue. It's called Pool Party. This is Pool Party eyes. And I just do this little, we'll just do the candle in Pool Party. Let's do these eyelids. Alrighty. And now I'm going to go do the little polka dots in Berry Burst. It's just easier because it's such a small fine tip marker. It's good and easy color to color in. Color with, I mean. Okay. And let's see what else we can do to that. Oh, this is the bottom of the beak a little bit. That one was... in there, do the bottom of that beak. And then this beak was, I'm just doing lemon lolly. All right, let me look. Okay, we're doing good on time, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take it and just do dark pumpkin pie. I love coloring. And what I normally do is die cut out a bunch and then color them later depending on how I'm going to use them in the projects. That's another reason not only because you could mess up in the die cutting process, but I also don't know what colors I'm going to be using, which color palette. So I like to just keep them ready to go. But for most of the things I sent you in your kit, we're using the reds and the oranges and the yellows. And so that's what I do for the, see, these roosters look better, I think, with the oranges and the reds. Okay, let's see. We're going to take a little bit of, so what I did is I just take a little bit of this lemon lolly and I go over everything like that and just make it lighter. Let's see if we could do a little bit in the belly with this one too. That might, it'll lighten up in a minute. That might look cute. Sometimes I just do that. A little bit of, all right. That's cool. And then I can do the candle. Let's see. Oh, the tires were, we'll just do this light pecan pie for the tires of the skateboard. Okay. And then this fence we did, let's see, I'd use crumb cake for that. So we use crumb cake. But let me just see where the little cake went. Here's my little cake. We still need, we'll do a little bit of lemon lime twist in the middle of the cake. How about that? Because that'll match this piece of paper here. It'll match part of the gingham, the lemon lime twist. And then for the candle, we'll just do a little wick. Oh, you know what? This isn't even lemon lolly, you guys. This is pineapple punch. Oops. No wonder it broke. I was like wondering how it broke. This is because it's like a 5-year-old pen. I was wondering how my lemon lolly broke already. And I just got it. Okay, I pulled out the wrong one. This is lemon lolly. Because I was like, I just bought these. I can't believe it broke. But it didn't break. I'm happy it didn't break. I'm just doing a little, I'm going to do it to these over here too. So pineapple punch is a long time retired color. I just grabbed it out of my shelf thinking it was that color. All right, so that's good. Now we're going to do dark crumb cake. So I just did the fence like this. Like half dark and then go over the whole thing in light. Light crumb cake over the whole thing. It's like, let's get this coloring done. All right. And of course, we put Wink of Stella over our whole card and all that fun stuff. That's our little glitter pen. If you need to use a color lifter, that's something I use quite often. Skateboard, where is my Wink of Stella? Let's put those over there. Okay, Wink of Stella is just a little bit of bling, and you're just going to go over everything, put some glitter over everything. And you can't see it, but it really does make the card super cute. And I love getting cards. Like my friend Joanne used to send me cards with glitter all over them. She hasn't done it in a while. I gotta tell her, hey, what happened to all the glitter? But it's fun to just get a card that's all sparkly because you know that the card maker did that extra little step. And also, you might be wondering, oh, how'd they make it shine? So it's kind of fun when you give that to people because they go, whenever you give someone a card and they go, I wonder how they did that, then that's a good thing. Because then you can say, I can show you. Come to my classes. Or in my case, when people visit me, they craft. Almost everybody that visits me crafts. All right, there we go. So that's that. We have everything we need. Now we're going to take the little strips. We're going to take out all our gingham and my trimmer and just see what we have here. I'm probably not going to do both of these cards, but I'm just trying to see what we have here. So in this one card, you have what's called Gingham Cottage. I'm just going to go ahead and use like this piece here for the background of one of my cards. And so you're going to take, this is Gingham Cottage. It's a retired paper, but you all have it in your kit because lucky for you, I hoard paper to put into your kits. And when the time is right, which the time was perfectly right to put this in your kit, then I was able to share it with you. It's like good timing. So 4 by 5 1/4. That's that. And then this parts are already cut, and I'll write that down for you. So you have, and this one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. 3.5 by 4 3/4. Where's a pen? Where's a pen? Let's write down our layers. So we are going to just do layers of, these are both cards are the same, whether they're horizontal or vertical. We have the DSP is going to be 5 1/4 by 4 inches high. And then the inside is 4 3/4. Right? Didn't I say, let's make sure, 4 3/4. In other words, it's a 1/2 inch shorter and 3.5 by 3.5. So everything's a 1/2 inch shorter around the sides. And again, that's because I was inspired. And plus, that was the size you needed to make it, to put your little strips across it. So then what I did is, in this case, you guys can do the gingham ones, the glorious, or whatever it's called, the gingham cottage if you want. You do that one. I'm going to just do the one, this one here called glorious gingham. So there's 2 kinds of gingham paper. Right now I'm going to do this one. The blueberry, pretty peacock, all this business. I got scraps everywhere. Boy, oh boy. So we want 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so we're going to want this side. Let's just look at our sample, right? We want little strips that are 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to lay them. You're not going to cut them yet. This was just my technique whenever I have to do a project like this, which isn't very often. But when I do, I usually get a piece. Oh, there goes my little trimmer arm. I get the pieces and then I glue them all onto the other piece and then we'll cut around it. So we'll show you. So 3/4 of an inch. Lay these down. And just make a couple of those for each color because we're not sure which ones we're going to need yet. All right. What do we have? We have here. This is a little bit bigger. We'll get one of these. Okay. And then this one is looking like it's kind of short, but this, okay, we have an extra piece here we can use, that we can work with that. All right, here we go. We need this one. Let's get a couple of these. I'm out of lemon lime twist, in other words. I don't have much to work with. And yes, I'm wasting paper doing it this way, but it just makes it a lot easier to me to line them up. So I cut the 6-inch strips, and then what I did is I glued them. Let's make some room so you can still see it. I just glued them all on here, like so. So you're going to lay them, lay them out. Let's put the pecan pie in the middle. Let's put a lemon lime twist there. Okay, and let's put one of these. I mean, and if you really want to get into it, you can line up your pattern. See how the white parts line up? If you really want to get into it, that would look cool. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just kind of gluing them on there. So I'm just making sure I have enough paper. Like I need another one of those down there. And I do have enough. So we could put another little piece like that down there. So I got my big pieces. I'm all good. And so now it's time for glue. I got my little layout. Hopefully I have the right bottle of glue. Let me find the bottle I was just using. So be generous, put a lot of glue on here. Because you're putting all your panels on there. And all the way out to the edge, that was my mistake when my first card, because I ended up having to lift all the edges and get them to stick under there because I didn't put enough glue and little pieces came apart because it wasn't enough glue all over here. So that should be good. So let's start at the middle with this little, let's kind of start over here like so. Well, here, we'll do this guy next. Some pecan pie. So that was berry burst, pecan pie, or I'm sorry, pretty peacock. This is blueberry bushel. And then, okay, so we have berry burst, pretty peacock, pecan pie, blueberry bushel, lemon lime twist. And then we could do another lemon lime twist right down here. And then we need another little bit down here. Let's see. Of this little pecan pie. I'm trying to see if I have any smaller pieces of it that I could have used. It would be better to use a little scrap, but we'll just go for it like so. And then we need a piece of what comes after lemon berry. Here, this little guy. So that's it. That's how you do it. Okay, lay them all on there and then flip it over and chop away. And then, of course, use all your extra pieces for your other cards. Well, that's how I do it. Of course, like I said, that's just what I think is the easiest way to make these kinds of cards, in my opinion. But everybody has an opinion in card making, which is fine. And so you do you is what I always say. Go for it. Because I know I'm wasting a lot of paper. But I do save my scraps and use them again for like the extra little bits that need extra sections. Let's double check nothing's slipping away on the front there. It's all good. Okay, so that was my little thing I did. Now I'm going to put this on this layer here, like so. Oh yeah, that was a different color palette. Well, you see how I used a bigger piece of gingham on the other one? Let's see. Maybe this gingham might look better. You know what? I think this might look a little better because what I can do is I can cut it in such a way where the black will be... Well, it's okay because I'm going to put it on a black card. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to just go ahead and put it on there because I'm putting it on a black card anyway. But I was going to try to make a little bit better border, something you could see better. Okay, let's get this little piece out of there. Come on, go away. All right, good, good, good. And then find the card. I could have had it at a little bit better of an angle, but we're happy with this card. I'm happy with it. That's all that matters. All right, so we'll go here and put this on the card, and then we can just put our little rooster scene. I'm giving up on the glue. I know when I've been defeated. I know when to give up. And I guess don't mix glue and rolling adhesive together on the same part. So the parts I didn't get to, I'm just going to have to put a little bit of... Come on, come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. I was expecting it to slide because of the glue. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't use glue. All right, now we need our little thingies. So we'll put our little... Okay, that one has the fence. But we're going to use the skateboard one for this one. So for our sticker, let's get rid of some of these little pieces around so we can see our measurements. In case you need to still write the measurements, we'll clear a little area there if you want to see those. So that's all that was. That's all the DSP I used. And then I'm going to use little dimensionals. Pop those up. I have this little guy. This is our sticker. Because we use the adhesive sheets, we're just going to stick him right on there. Okay, sticker. How did I have him? I had him straight, but he can go at an angle or straight. It doesn't matter. It just goes cute with the rooster card. Getting rid of all these extra little pieces here. This is going to be a fun cleanup time. Clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. All right, I'm going to choose for the skateboard a little piece of adhesive strip, and you have this for your shaker project. but you can use it for your skateboard because it works really good. And it'll pop your skateboard up really cute. In fact, it'll pop your skateboard up really high. Maybe too high. Because you might want to put some behind your rooster as well. Okay, so like that. Yeah, let's just use this behind our rooster because then they'll be both popped up really high. You know, we can have the same height because otherwise they'll be different heights. We're rising to new heights. All right, cute. I love this little guy. All right, we need to stamp our sentiment. We need our little cake. I'm just trying to figure out where my cake went because he was right here when I was, oh, here is my cake. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little piece of this on the cake, on the top of my cake because, so I think I already have pieces cut, but it's the wrong color. So we'll just look for that. So in your kit, we die cut for you, labor of love. My team helps me. So you want to take like a little shape out. I'm just going to see if the birthday might fit on here, but I think it's going to fit on that little oval. I'm just looking for a little oval. Hopefully there's some in this one. Good, good. Here they are. So for the little ovals, I was going to make extra, but I'm probably not using that color palette anymore. I'm going to go back to my pumpkin pie, real red, and all that stuff. So you want to use a little bit of lemon lolly before you stamp your sentiment on there. So put a little ink on there, on your stamping block. Put a little ink on there. We're going to blend it with the blending brush. Okay, tap, tap, tap. And we're just going to put a little bit of lemon lolly on the bottom here. And then I'm going to put this is, oh, there's my little fence. Might need him. And we're going to get out this pretty peacock. And the little sentiment that says happy birthday. No, it says it's your birthday. It doesn't say happy birthday. It says it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I'm down to only my gigantic stamping blocks. I'm like, my little ones are all taken right now. So I just stamp onto here first, and then onto my little sentiment. Let's do it like that because there's a little bit nick on the one side, and I'm going to then put the cake on the other side of it. I'm going to leave a little room for the cake, like so. I'm going to put the cake over on that side. Only because that side's nicked a little bit, right? So that's why I'm going to put the cake on that side, like to cover up that little nick. Okay, cool. Like so. So I'm going to pop up the cake. I should have put the adhesive on it first and then pop up the cake. So let's see how I did this one. I did it like sort of a little angle because it's a goofy card. It's meant to be kind of goofy. So I'll put it a little of an angle, put the cake there, and that's it. And you can add some rhinestones for some bling effect. Oops. Stopping your cards into the ink. We're doing really good on time, so I'm going to assemble I'm not going to assemble, but I'm just going to show you the other part, like the rise and shine, the little part with the real red. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to get this new one out in case. Maybe I'm going to evict one of these stamps off the stamping block. And I'm going to keep that color out because it's already there. It's your birthday, it's your birthday. I don't see that little shape. But you get the idea. So we'll just do rise and shine on one of these shapes. It really doesn't matter. I just wanted to show you that we would ink up the same way we would do this. We would just go in there. And for the other card, for the rise and shine, I'm just inking the edges. I actually used a different shape. As you can see, I used the sun sticker. The little fence just popped up with dimensionals and a few little rhinestones. So same thing, except real red, because that color had real red in there. Rise and shine, it's morning time. Time to rise and meet the day. I have to have songs sung to me. I'm not a morning person. I have to have all kinds of tricks to get my butt out of bed. There we go. Rise and shine. Maybe I need my own personal rooster. So that is how this card was done. I just wanted to show you how I stamped it, just so there's no mystery there. There's the little fence. There's our little chicken. There's our sun sticker. I mean, that's how it's done. It was done the same way, except that it was vertical. It was a vertical card instead of a horizontal card. And that's all there was to that. But I don't know if I have the other strips cut, so I don't want to cut and make a whole new panel, even though I'm doing good on time, because I think you all get the idea. I think I might do a little bit of, sometimes I just take any shapes I have laying around my table and just finish getting the ink off of these little, you can wash these off too, but I tend to use like the same one for lemon lime twist or yellows and greens, another one for oranges. All right, so last step was my rhinestones. You have those in your kit as well. You have lots of little bling in all the little kits I send out. So I just put a few, an odd number of rhinestones. Oops, there we go. All right, I'm going to show you what we made in the first part of this series. I'll do an announcement. Let's see. Okay, announcement I will do first. The announcement is that this is our next month's workshop series. So the month of September, we're focusing on autumn leaves. Where is this, you may wonder? How come I can't find the stamp set? Well, unless you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can't get this one until September 6th when our new catalog comes out. But don't worry, I'll give you plenty of time to make projects all throughout the month, and you'll be able to get this stamp set. And even though you might have the rest of your kit, you can still follow along. And these are actually a little bigger. See, this size here, right? They're a little bigger than they show on the front. But beautiful bundle. And then this month we're doing, for my card club, this is what we're working on, Sea Turtles, for this month's Card on Blue Club. And then next month, Handmade Hugs. So if you want to join next month's card club or get next month's kit or workshop series, just click on the link beneath this description and you'll find those projects there. The project kits there. And who knows, there might be some surprises in them. All right, so lastly, I just want to show you what we made this was part 3. So I hope you enjoyed part 3. Boy, that was a busy card. I didn't think it was such a busy card until I didn't think they were that busy and crazy, these cards, until I see them next to the cards we made before. So this was in part 1, and we used one horse open sleigh paper. And we showed you how to color the big rooster, and we used a little hen house that's die cut for you in your kit. So this is a Christmassy type of paper, but it really worked well for these farm scenes. And some black and white gingham ribbon, and we have some mossy meadow going on and some crumb cake backgrounds. So far you've used your crumb cake backgrounds. You've used your basic black backgrounds for your cardstock, and you've used your real red. But we still haven't used our lemon lolly and our, what else do we have? Pumpkin pie. So we'll be doing some other things with your cardstock. And this is what we made in part 2. And again, this is that same, then I talked about the adhesive sheets there when we made these stickers. And this is just so funny. Like rise and shine, and there's a couple of roosters. And we used the real red ribbon. We made stickers, and we used the one horse open sleigh paper with the real red. So that's what we've been making. And I said that after we get done using all our roosters, we'll do something 3D. So let's see. Looks like we've used all our roosters. We've done You Rule the Roost, Rise and Shine, It's Your Birthday. So maybe with one of our 3D items, we could say you've got something to crow about. So we could do this card. We could do like the fence and this card, and you got something to crow about, and then make some 3D items and maybe a shaker card. So that's what's coming up in this series. Hope you had a lot of fun with it. And just saying hi and goodbye here. Hello, Hilda, Billy Bob, Melody, Lisa, Lala's Crafts, Yvonne. Okay, there are Berry Burst Blends. Thank you, Yvonne. So I need to put this next to my computer so I remember to order the Berry Burst blends because I couldn't find them anywhere, and I have all my blends organized. So thank you for letting me know. It's like, I forgot the question. Okay, but thank you for letting me know because now I didn't forget. I'm going to put this there so I don't forget to order it. Okay, and you even gave me the part number. Awesome. Tassie, hello. Thank you. And thank you, Phil and Deborah from Australia. And thank you for your comments. All right, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again real soon with part 2 of my card on blue. Not today, but this weekend. We're going to do part 2 of card on blue. So that's what's coming up next on my channel. We're going to make these 2 cards with the sea turtles. Then after that, we're going to do another part of this series. And who knows, my paper pumpkin just came, so we might be doing something with that, but more likely that'll go into September. All right, have a great night. Catch you later. This is the Paper Chef.